Katy Bellotte.
We need to go on a proper Katy Bellotte history tour.
The less I do, the better I look. I've realized as I've grown.
There's a little fun fact. I'm trying to read more articles.
What are you talking about?
Katy, I couldn't agree more. Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to Gals on the Go podcast. It's Brooke.
Danielle.
And Katy.
Back for her. We're debating if it's her third or fourth appearance now on the pod. It's Katy Bellotte. What's
Katy
up?
Thanks for having me, gals.
Thank you so much for being here on this blistery cold day in New York City.
I saw some snowflakes.
No, you did
when
not.
I was walking in. I meant to say that.
Oh my
Wow.
goodness. That's
Yeah.
so exciting.
Yeah, some flurries are.
Wow.
There's definitely a chill in the air, but we kind of didn't like say the vibes. We all
No.
kind of dressed the same vibe a little bit. You two especially, I feel like it's giving cabin trip in a good way.
Yeah.
Giving cabin trip, which we've all done together before.
We have.
We've done all different terrains together. We've
Oh my gosh,
done
we've had some amazing.
tropical.
Yeah, we've gone coastal. We've gone up. We've gone down.
Yeah. We haven't done international. Oh wait, yes we have.
What have we not done though? What kind of?
like a Europe,
We haven't done Europe.
like
whatever
a
that climate
yeah,
is.
like a multiple like country type like in one trip.
Yeah, we should do Italy.
Ooh, that
Say
would be-
less. Brooke and I were just talking about last week how like we just don't have a Europe trip in the books at all.
Yeah.
Well, you're dating
would
someone
like
from
to.
Europe.
Yeah, are you planning to go?
Ooh, we are gonna go back to England in the spring at some point.
That's
Not
so
sure when,
exciting.
but I have some things on my list. I really want to go to the Cotswolds.
Oh my
And
gosh, yes.
What is that? Forgive me for being
It's in
England, right?
uncultured.
Yeah, it's pretty much there's a lot going on there, but it's kind of like a cottagey feel.
Okay.
Village
Cute,
type of feel.
cute.
But there's a bunch of different areas in the
So
Cotswolds.
you.
Very nice little like, cute towns.
Mm.
And then Bath. I really want to go to Bath. So I have some things on my list, and then Jack, he'll have a say, but like there's things I need to do.
I love that. And while I think actually 99% of our listeners know who you are, I do want to give you a little intro. So this
Oh.
is Katy Bellotte. We met through YouTube literally years ago. Like that's probably what we
So
talked
many years
about in our
ago.
first episode with you.
Yeah.
Do you want to tell everyone like your vibe?
Your vibe.
My vibe right now is I feel like it's so funny because I think all three of us can agree, like when we introduce ourselves, when we describe what we do, and it's kind of fluctuated over the years, but I really like to think that the reason it's fluctuated is because I have just changed over the years. So really what it is now is still documenting my day-to-day, but it isn't just life in New York City anymore. Like I'm kind of settling into certain niches and things that I like. I like storytelling, I like history, I like cooking is a new one. That's a new art.
Yeah.
I like that vertical for you. I do. Like a content pillar.
Yes.
Cooking, history. like-
Cocktails,
Yeah.
like pretty cocktails.
I feel like I just like classic things
Yes.
in life. A good drink, a good dress, a good beef dish.
You're kind of Sarah Jessica Parker energy in a good way.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Like, or Carrie Bradshaw, I guess I should say.
Yeah.
A little bit of that energy with a little Charlotte.
Little Charlotte. Yeah, I feel like I'm a blend.
Definitely.
I feel like that's what everybody wants to be a blend. Like you want the good traits of Carrie in the sense of like the independence, I guess, and like
I'm
those-
not a
but
Carrie hater.
Really?
I think it's so annoying when people are like, fuck Carrie. Like, I understand she doesn't make the best decisions, but like, she is the star of the show. We can't hate her.
No,
Yeah.
I know. I feel like when you rewatch with the lens of Carrie sucks, like she really does suck.
Yes,
but
you
like
can
now
go in
that
with that.
I know it, but upon watching the first time, that wasn't necessarily
Exactly.
my frame of
Right? It's funny. And did you guys see Charlotte came out with her own podcast? Charlotte. Kristen Davis.
No, I didn't.
Oh my
see
gosh,
that.
how did this not come
How
across
did
your desk?
you not see this?
Wow, it's called "Are You a Charlotte?" or "You're
Yes,
a Charlotte?" or
Are You
something.
a Charlotte?
And she's it's like a rewatch podcast.
And how funny is that? Because just like that, the spinoff is Carrie having a podcast.
Yeah.
And like Charlotte,
So right.
Charlotte York would never
No.
have a podcast.
No, absolutely not.
Never.
Absolutely
That's
not.
so scary.
No, Kristen Davis said checkmate. Jessica Parker.
No,
I know,
seriously.
like, coming in
Talks
hot.
really highly of SJP. I listened to the first episode.
Oh.
Like, you guys need to go listen to it like as soon as we stop recording.
Do you have to watch video too, or is you audio only okay?
I got through it just fine.
You managed.
So, but
Okay.
I did see a TikTok clip of it, so it was nice to have that visual, and I pictured her while I was listening because I saw that clip.
For sure.
Yeah.
So did she just talk about the first episode of the show?
Yeah, she rewatched the pilot, and she was like, "I haven't watched it literally in 20 years." Oh my god, I don't even want to spoil it. It's so interesting, like hearing the behind the scenes.
I'm gonna listen to
Love it.
Well, it is interesting. There's so much lore because I believe quote me, I don't want to say the wrong thing, but I'm pretty sure that the three of them, so in the show, Miranda, Charlotte, and Carrie, all actually lived together in an apartment, like the actual ladies, while they were filming.
No way. No Kim Cattrall?
So that's the tea.
That is tea.
She wasn't involved for one reason or another. This is truly just what I've heard. I don't know if it's actually true.
Speculation.
But, yeah.
Wow, I believe it though. Like Gossip Girl, a lot of them lived together at the start because they all auditioned in LA.
Right.
Yeah, they're
exactly.
LA-based
They,
actors.
like,
and then
yeah.
Come on over.
Well, especially with the first season of any show, you don't know if it's going to continue.
True.
So, anyway.
That is
So wild. Katie,
fact.
little fun. Katie fact of the
always
day.
fun fact.
I love a little fun.
Yeah.
I love
You're so good
that.
at those, though. So full of knowledge you are. I feel like you would do really well on like a trivia show.
No, it's just Jeopardy.
Do you love Jeopardy?
I love Jeopardy.
Wait, yeah, you posted because you started watching the pop culture Jeopardy.
Pop culture Jeopardy. I've heard mixed reviews.
Okay.
People don't like Colin Jost as a host, which is funny. But I
LOL.
really enjoy it. And you know who enjoys it the most? Jack.
Really?
My boyfriend Jack loves.
The pop culture one specifically?
Yes. He loves. He gets every answer wrong, but he still loves it.
But it's so fun. Can we just say that because I don't think you've been on Gals and the Ghost since you started dating Jack.
Yes. We need to
have, like,
film a new
elevator.
character unlocked.
Yeah, new character. That's who Jack is. So.
Oh my god.
I know.
Yeah, because so actually funny enough, we just became Facebook official today.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my
that's so
god!
funny.
I have to go like the post.
Wait, that's so funny.
Started dating like almost 2 years ago, I feel like at this point, and we just became Facebook official today.
Oh my god!
Are you Facebook official?
I don't think so. Are
I'm
you?
not. No, I'm not.
I think I have it as in a relationship though. Let me go give it a shot.
I haven't, like, I don't use my Facebook. Like, it's like
me
obsolete.
neither. But
yeah.
the thing is I remember, because this is my first boyfriend, my first
Yeah.
relationship.
Oh
We
my god! Jack
started
and Katie
dating.
in a
Yeah, see,
relationship.
there we are. We're official.
Oh my god!
What are the pictures that come
Screenshotting.
up, or is it just like the like? I'm obsessed. It's like both of you guys
it your
like in
profile
your
picture?
So I
respective
actually
places.
just changed my profile picture today. So here's how it all began.
Amazing.
I was looking through footage from a trip that Jack and I went on literally like a year ago because I had this idea to make a TikTok. You'll see it.
Oh,
or
I'm so
maybe
excited.
not TikTok.
Well, we'll see.
Yeah,
It's anywhere you can find
sensitive,
short
real.
form.
No
yeah,
way, I'm
anywhere you can find it. So I was looking through these video clips and I showed Jack. I'm like, look at this picture of you when you were tan. It's like
Yeah,
dead of
yeah,
winter.
yeah.
And Jack, he doesn't like care about. He's not very vain like in that
like
way. He doesn't-
aesthetics.
But he saw the picture of him and he's like, can you please send that to me? Like, I want to make that my profile picture. And this is a big deal. He hasn't updated his profile picture in like 5 years. He just suddenly decided to update his profile picture to that photo. And then while we were doing that, he was like, wait, are we even official on Facebook? I'm like, I haven't thought about FBO in like 10 years.
neither.
But I remember seeing my friends get into relationships and it being such a huge moment to see that notification come across my desk, like so and so and so and so are in a relationship,
So true.
or it's complicated.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh my god, why did we ever have that as an option? That's
I know.
wild.
But I-
do it in like middle school, like it's complicated.
Wait, so are people liking the relationship status
Yes.
though, and like commenting on it, like so happy for you too? Like,
No, we're getting buzz from people I haven't
Really?
spoken to in so
I'm
long.
obsessed with that.
Like people that just like don't know me anymore that I'm still friends with.
Yeah, they're like happy to see you found someone.
No, literally, I'm
oh
like,
my god.
I'm getting some buzz.
No, does Jack use Facebook?
No.
Oh, so that's actually even
I
more
know
funny.
what he means though. It's like, oh god, that would be a great profile picture. I'm sure my last one isn't good. Like it's old. Like it's
Yeah.
Sometimes you see a photo and you're like, that's a good profile photo, and then I go in and I kind of change everything.
I mean, I haven't even changed my Instagram profile picture. I still have a bob. I need to change that.
By the way, I like this hair length on you. I have to say, I know that people like. I don't know if you feel that it's in between, but I think it's perfect. Like
It's
I saw you say, like,
beautiful.
should I grow it or cut it? Like, I think it's great.
We are at the awkward length, but
Oh, I don't think it's awkward because it looks like you have layers.
so I got some layers
That's
Gorge.
spliced in because it was all one length. I don't know. I feel like the less I do, the better I look. I've realized as I've grown. That's something I've like. The less
That's a really good life lesson.
less
Sure.
no blonde, no
Oh, yeah.
highlights, no nothing. Just
Katie, I couldn't agree more.
Just me.
Preaching to the choir over here.
No more big decisions. Like honestly, I found even with makeup, like I'm like when I stray so far and I'm like, let me try something different. I'm like, I just like the products I like.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And like what works.
Definitely.
well, your hair looks fabulous right now too.
It's a good
She's
color.
back.
You know, I feel
Well, and the
more
styling.
comfortable
What did
with
you
it.
do? How did you make it?
Oh my gosh, guys! I finally figured out how to use my Dyson Airwrap. You want to know the
Really?
hack? Mousse. You have to use like
Oh, so you wet hair or like
yes, I'm talking about. So yesterday I gave myself like a proper blowout with the Dyson Airwrap. So I use like what is that one? Like the circular brush, just like
like
the,
the
like
soft
the blowout brush,
Yeah.
I guess.
The round
and then
brush.
I use the curling one after that, which I feel like that falls, but it's more so just to like get it really
it
like
in.
whatever. But to get the volume on the top, you have to use mousse when your hair is wet.
Wow.
And you really flip your hair back and forth. I saw a girl on TikTok doing it, and I was like, I'll put it to the test.
Yeah,
like,
I'll
and I
take a whack
realized
at it.
that it really is.
Wow.
So it's not like flat to your head. You know what I'm talking about?
yes.
That's the worst. I feel like my hair definitely.
No, it
flat.
doesn't. You have very thick hair. I feel like you have like a
definitely.
yeah.
Wow.
You don't think you have thick hair?
No, well, one hairdresser one time told me that I had thin hair.
That's just
They're
simply
just trying
not
to make
true.
you feel
Yeah,
some type of way.
they're trying to sell you on something. That's
Yeah, and then one hairdresser got mad. Like I saw this woman when I was home in Maryland because I was just I was desperate for a little bit of a trim, and she was like, "Oh, did you box dye your hair recently? It's so dry." I'm like, "What are you talking about?"
Yeah, bye.
She's like, "Do you want to do a moisture treatment?" I'm like,
oh, that's what it is.
Okay.
That's what
Noted.
Okay. Like I just don't trust anyone anymore.
No.
Everyone's just trying to sell me something.
Every single person is.
I am completely aligned. Yeah, I know. But at the same time, like, I'm so easy to sell to. Like, you can convince me. Like, if we talked about this the other episode, like, you know, if you're planning on buying one thing, but you're a good sales associate, I'll buy 10. Like, you
Yeah,
know,
like-
because I want to support you in your business, but like,
I know.
Yeah. True.
support me, buddy.
Actually, speaking of all that and going back to Sex and the City, did you guys see the news about the Carrie's townhome?
What about it?
They're roping off.
There's rope there now.
Yeah.
Oh.
But they are gonna put an iron gate because people were like jumping over the rope and like sitting on the stairs and like laying across. But she was saying a story about how the owner of this townhome that like they filmed in Sex and the City, and it's in the West Village, and like everyone knows where it is. You go by, take photos, whatever. But she was saying in the article that the guy that came to her, like the location scout, he had just graduated from NYU, and he said to her, like, please, I need to secure this destination or I'm gonna lose my job. And she felt so bad, so she let it happen, and now she's like regretting it because it's just like
It ruined her life.
It
I mean, not
ruined-
actually, but like kind of.
it's just like such a problem. Her tenants are always complaining, and I was like, that's so funny though. The sales associate got her. He was like, please, I'm gonna lose my job. Like, please.
And now it's a public landmark. It's literally on Google Maps, Carrie Bradshaw's apartment. Like, it's a tourist destination.
Well-
you come to town, you go stop by.
Maybe they take it off Google Maps. Like, why is it on
True.
Google Maps if she's that upset?
Yeah, I feel like she could control that. But apparently it's not for sure yet. Like, she's trying to make sure an iron gate happens, but like HBO or someone's pushing back because they do still film there sometimes.
Yeah.
For and just like that.
Yeah.
So, IDK.
Interesting.
There's a little fun fact. I'm trying to read more articles instead of like
Really?
TikTok. Yeah.
Really? What are the sources?
Well, it
Cosmopolitan.
came from Snapchat, and then I went.
I read in the article. I'm dead.
Well, then I clicked into it.
No, that's good.
You know when sometimes you just watch the story?
Yeah.
like, no, let me-
It's like the headline gets you. It's like,
Yeah.
oh my gosh, what a horror. And then like you click on it, it's like, oh, her makeup product shattered. Like it's like something so crazy
Yes.
to get you to click on it.
I lied though. I lied. Actually, it was better. This one is like it's because I never do this. I'm still subscribed to the Skim. Do you guys remember the
Yes.
Skim?
Wow, you're so millennial.
I know. I used to like love
love
it
it.
in high school, like opening up my in class and like reading Skim.
Yes.
Anyways, no, the subject of the email was like Carrie's stoop is gone, and so obviously I'm locked in. It was like the very bottom article.
Yeah.
But then I clicked into it. So actually,
That's
came
a
from the
verified
Skim.
source.
But I need to get back in. I think it's so interesting. Like I loved being able to say that. I know you all the time. You do all the time. I just love that knowledge.
Yeah. Well, my facts are from Reddit, so.
Oh.
It's so crazy that you go on Reddit.
Reddit and then allthat'sinteresting.com.
Ooh.
I love that website. Allthat'sinteresting.com.
I've never even heard of
If
it.
you ever just like want something to scratch your brain in a good way, allthat'sinteresting.com.
I already know my mom's writing this down as she's listening. Like that just sounds like her vibe. We need to go on a proper Katy Bellotte history tour.
Yes.
And because Katy is so fun. So Brooke was out of town this weekend, but me, Katy, and Clara went on a walk like after breakfast. And Katy looks at the city so differently. It's beautiful. I'm like looking at the shops. I'm like, oh damn, they're closed. And Katy's like, but look at that building.
just look up. You know, you
Look up.
romanticize New York City too.
I do
but
too, but it's
Yeah.
so beautiful what you do. Like,
I more so just think, I'm like, what happened here? Because like, I look at a building, I'm like, what went down in this place?
someone's cooked here.
This is literally someone's cooked here.
Yeah.
Because this, this has been here, and I have this app where you can see photos of the city. Like it's a map format, and you click in. There's not one for every single, square inch of New York City, photo. But if you click into where you are on a given street, it'll show you photos from the New York Public Library database of what the street looked like in X year, and it's usually like 1920s, like 1930s, and there's photos. It's literally
What's the name of this app?
mind-blowing. So I see it in my head, but I think it's NYPD. No.
Well,
Wait,
New York Public
NYPL?
Library D. NYPLD.
Oh, okay.
Not NYPD. NYPLD, I'm pretty sure. But if you just Google New York Public Library database app.
obsessed. We'll put it in the newsletter.
No,
because
put
that's
it in
a
the
great-
newsletter.
Yes.
I have to say it because that's like, I feel like underground like information.
Yeah, but it's like not that hard to I think
No.
people believe that I do more work than I actually do. But I do have some books that I've bought recently that they kind of like double click on different neighborhoods and show you more about a given neighborhood.
Oh, that's cool.
And I mean, let's not forget my ghost tour for my birthday.
Yeah, I was so fortunate to be able to attend.
Brooke attended the ghost tour.
Were you
It was
spooked?
no, it was more. It wasn't like, and they haunt you today. It was
And
more
they'll
so
leave with you
like
now.
this is the who lived here. That was iconic, and this is what
Wow.
the people say. But it was less like creepy crawly and more like history based in history.
It was at night. It was like
I love
dark and it was Halloween time. So that was kind of what made it spooky, but it wasn't really that spooky. I'm not easily spooked. But it was essentially a tour of the West Village, but of the ghosts of West Village. So this very famous person was killed
Edgar
here,
Allan
and
Poe.
Edgar Allan Poe, and he lived here, and then like Washington Square Park, and like this
So
used to be this, and it was really eye-opening, really.
For sure.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it. I would recommend. I mean, I've
was
never done
fun.
like a walking tour of the city, but I would recommend people to do it.
Oh,
that
yeah.
was the first time I had ever done.
Well, there's so
I mean,
many.
growing up, I guess, like with field trips and stuff.
True.
Yeah. Did you guys ever do like a high school trip to like that was like driving distance or something? Like we went to Philadelphia, and
I remember you told me that when we were in Philly.
they did like when we were in middle school. It was like big middle school trip. We're going to Philly, and like the whole
Going to see the Liberty
class
Bell.
goes, and you could go see the Liberty Bell. And then when I was in 5th grade, we went to Gettysburg. We saw like
The beauty of where you live in Long Island, like you can get so many places.
yeah.
We didn't have all those iconic places in Florida.
No, I guess
on
they're
the-
like, we go to the beach.
Yeah.
Let's go.
I go to the aquarium and like.
Oh, that's fun. That's a fun
yeah.
trip. No
to think of
history,
field
though.
trips. That's
yeah.
a
Did
fun-
you do anything like that, Katie?
We went to DC.
Oh, there you go.
Maryland.
So great.
But
Yeah.
I used to go. We went to the museum. The museum, like
I
the
literally had to.
news-
Yeah, I heard music. Yeah.
The Museum of News. They went under. They're shuttered. They're gone.
No.
And I am shook because it was like I just can't believe that a museum could go under. Like that just I can't comprehend that.
I know.
I feel like they're expensive to run.
I guess.
Yeah.
But there was a whole newsroom
Oh my gosh.
exhibit in there, and you could sit down and like pretend like you're on air, and like you could be the weather girl.
Stop.
It was core memory. I still have the video somewhere. I paid for it. Oh my god. My mom gave me a budget, and I blew it.
That's no. I would definitely blow it.
I
all
wanted
that
to
budget,
be a
too.
weather woman. That was
No, that sounds so fun.
yeah. Anyway.
That's wow. Did you guys ever have anything like Enterprise Village or like where you went to like a community, like a fake community and you had a job?
No.
So I have a
heard of
memory of this, but I can't tell if it's like Mandela effect. Like I think that it happened, or is that the right term
Yeah.
for it? Like like if it's a fake memory or if it actually happened. Because I feel like I see pictures of these things, like
Yeah.
and they're like, "Oh, remember when?" I'm like, "Did I actually go to that, or is that just like me convincing myself I did?"
I'm that way a lot too.
Maybe
a lot
you
of
can
like,
ask
pieces,
Sal and see if he
from
did it.
childhood. I know. I feel like those went out of business too, though.
I know. I bet they did, and those were the best days.
Where
made
did you work?
money.
Do you remember?
Well, we went to different years. One year I was a bank teller, and then the other. Can't see me
Is
doing
it randomly assigned?
yeah. And then one year I worked at McDonald's. McDonald's is like where you wanted to work. Like,
Oh,
it was
you
the
have to
course.
Yeah,
Like,
that's
No,
like
I'm
a
just
hot
picturing.
spot.
Did you dress
Daniel.
up?
Oh yeah, we had a uniform. Oh my God, it was so fun.
Man, no, I definitely would remember if I did it. That's deep. Like,
Yeah, you're like, all right, maybe
you
I
were
just-
assigned a uniform. Like,
It was, or maybe it was like a vest, like
no, that's still like
something. Oh my God, but it reminded me of the news channel thing. There was that too. There was like a reporter situation. I was so jealous.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. I guess they can't let you choose because maybe like there would be like a
Yeah.
few like really popular ones. So they're like, gotta randomly
Yeah, I don't
assign.
think so I have to check back in with the middle school girlies.
Yeah.
Get in touch with them.
Yeah, for
That's
sure.
so funny. So Katy Bellotte.
Katy, but wait, did we even veer so far from even who Jack is though? That's how we veered down
Can you
the
just
whole
say how you met your
road.
boyfriend, Jack? Like just the quickest. Also, Katy has an amazing podcast with her best friends called Match Made in Manhattan that Brooke and I both listen to every single week.
Every week. It's one of two podcasts I think that I listen
girls.
to truly every week.
Truly every week.
Yeah.
Because it's just that good. So obviously all the chronicles are on the podcast, but just a little something about how you guys met and everything.
Yeah. So we met a year and a half ago, like almost 2 years. It like feels like about 2 years ago.
Yeah.
2023.
Wow.
On Hinge. We are a Hinge success story. It works, ladies and gentlemen.
I love to hear it.
I will say it was my last date before summer because it was right before we
Right.
were going to the Hamptons. And I mean, the Hamptons is a magical place. You meet so many people. I was like, why on earth would I want to be tied down
Yeah.
in the Hamptons? Famous last words. Went on one last date, like one last hurrah date. And one thing you need to know about me is I wear a lot of dresses. I wear a lot of like fun, like I like to, wear like loose, twirlable outfits, like just comfy, but still like very cute and dressed up. And that's just like how I like to go through life. I rarely wear pants, rarely wear jeans. Actually, more so now. I wear them more now, but at the time I didn't. And for some reason, I was just so like weird about this last date before summer. I wanted to be a different person, I guess, for some reason. So I went in a crop top and jeans to this bar and ordered a margarita. It was the weirdest thing.
Margarita.
So
No
very-
martini.
That's like not Katie. That's like Kathy. Like I feel like that's like a different
Katrina.
Katrina.
Like that's totally Katrina.
God.
Like,
No, it was an alter ego. I don't know who she was.
I'm picturing it because you have that photo that Colby took of you, right?
Yes.
Going into the bar.
Were you just like, fuck, I'm gonna let my hair down. Like
I
I feel like I
guess.
could picture you being like,
No, I don't know what I was on. I don't know. But anyway, so went on this final date. We had met on Hinge. I actually had very low hopes for the date because he had misspelled my name in the first message to me.
Oh, right.
He, just backing up a little bit, he had reached out. Well, I actually liked him first, but he messaged me first and said, hi, Katie, which I was like, God, I was in like the realm of like, men are so dumb. Like,
Yeah,
you
you really
can't even
can't.
see the name that's
no,
up one.
Hinge
Yeah.
was really grinding my gears. I had been on so many just
Yeah.
terrible dates or just like dates that I'm like, that was such a waste of time. Like, why did
were over it.
Why was I not just home? Like, why did I go? Why did I do it? Why am I even trying? So I was down in the dumps feeling that way. And then this guy misspells my name. And I'm like, my God, people are so stupid. I didn't even respond. I just like went on with my life. And he then doubled down and was like, I am really sorry for spelling your name wrong. Will you go on a date
I
with me?
forgot about that.
So I already had very low hopes going into it because I'm like, okay, the man is an idiot. He's dumb.
the
So
man is an idiot.
the man can't spell. So went on the date in my jeans, very out of character.
Ordered a
He put- let's call it
margarita.
margarita. Like this is just so not me.
You're like, he just spelled my name wrong. Like he's gonna get Katie instead with an IE.
I was like, maybe I'll just try something different. Like maybe this
Oh
is
my
my
gosh, that's so
problem. Anyway, but
Low-key, it gotta work.
long story short, we became official about like, I don't know, 3 weeks later, which is crazy. Like it moved very
3
quick.
weeks later?
Yeah.
Because we're in the Hamptons.
Yeah.
Oh my God, it felt like at least a month, but I
Like,
guess a month and 3 weeks are
Not really. Like, yeah. Like, I think it was maybe like a little over three.
Wow.
Maybe,
When
okay.
you're
Because how many
3.5.
times have you guys hung out before we went to the Hamptons? Like a few.
Like every day. That was it.
Maybe
Yeah,
that's
that's
why
what it was,
felt
yeah.
like
Yeah, it moved very quickly. But I really, and I hate when people say this, but like when it's the right person, you know. You know. I will say there are times like I feel like I knew very quickly that he was my person. But then, of course, like there were moments of doubt creeping in or like
course.
feelings of, because I just turned 29. I'm like, this is getting very real. And there were moments where I was just back and forth in my mind. I'm like, should I be settling down right now? Should I be like continuing to
you just turned
enjoy-
28 to correct you.
Yeah, at the time.
Oh, you mean I just turned
Right
29.
now.
Oh, okay.
I'm 29. So, but easing into the late
Yeah, that's
20s.
true.
I see. So over the course of the relationship you're
yes.
talking about, yeah.
But then, you start to realize you just start to realize that this is your person and like you need to just do what's right for right now and the future will worry about itself. Like,
Yeah.
That's really nice.
And we just moved in together. So that's
Yay, big move.
We love Jack.
a long story short moment, but he is a wonderful person. We are like the same age by like maybe off 2 months. He is from England. He, I don't know, works in sales.
Yeah,
I don't know what else
he's
is
a
there.
good. He's
a
got
great guy.
he's got a steady job and
got a
he's
steady job.
reliable.
No, he's funny and very thoughtful and
He's so funny. And
Yeah,
he has
he's
a
really
great
funny. Just a
accent.
great personality.
and yeah.
A real mate. Is that what they
Real
say?
mate. Yeah,
Yes.
no. He's
Does he say mate?
lovely.
Or is that
He
Australian?
says mate a lot, but I think
I like
I
it.
think it's like an everybody over there thing. I don't
Yeah,
know. Mate.
good mate. Like
Yeah,
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 you would
sure.
say like
Good day.
mate. Good day.
That's more down under. That's
yeah,
like-
yeah.
But yeah,
That is so
He's
exciting.
the
Big
best.
moves.
and he gets along with both of your boyfriends.
Yeah, he
Do you know they
does.
went golfing the other day?
Really?
Yeah, like last weekend.
Oh, that's so fun. Where did they?
Jack and Ryan.
Where did they go? Off
They
the
went
Long
to
Island?
Chelsea Piers. They went and like did the
Oh, yeah,
driving
the
range.
the
We were
driving
literally
range.
all together, and then they were like, "We're gonna go play golf." And me and Katie are like, "Okay, bye."
Well, we were at
so fun.
brunch, and all of a sudden they were just like, "So we're gonna." I'm like, "Oh, cool."
Okay, it was
I feel like
fine.
it's an
you
activity,
had stuff to
but-
clean. I was like, sure.
I'm like, "Goodbye, see ya." And then Jack texts me, he goes, "We're gonna go play pool at Danielle's." I'm like, "Oh, does she know you're coming?" Like,
That was a whole red. This was a Brooke Michio red panic. Ryan texted
Oh,
me,
wow.
which I appreciated the text because he's done this before, where he just like brings someone up to my apartment without telling me, and he
That's
goes,
a crazy thing.
It's well, we've discussed it. It doesn't happen anymore. Because I was like, that's actually wild. Like when we lived together, like you cannot do that. Like you simply have to. But anyways, I love Jack. Nothing to do with Jack, but he texted me and Jack are headed back now. He didn't say anything about pool. He's like, me and Jack are headed back now. And I was like, bird panic. I was literally in the middle of filming an ad. Like I had shit all over my apartment. And I was like, maybe could you guys go play pool? And he was like, perfect. But I'm sure that's what they were planning on doing. Maybe. I don't know. But
no, I don't like people coming over unannounced.
no.
I think it's
need
very
to announce.
similar to my fear of spontaneous FaceTimes.
Yes.
Yeah,
They're scary.
something about
Yeah,
me. Like
I get that.
if it's like, oh, in an hour, do you want to chat or like whatever, something like that. But I just don't think I FaceTime at all, really.
Yeah, I think you're not a face. I feel like you're barely even a call person. Aren't you more of a
Every now and then, I'm like, Katie, it would just be so much easier if I called you.
Yeah.
No, but and that's fine.
And you're like, yeah, of course.
but like out of the blue,
I know what you mean. What,
how
if it-
did people
just
do it?
unannounced.
Before texting, or when you had to like texting was a really laborious,
I know. If
task.
you have to do 3 taps per
Yeah.
letter, forget it.
I remember
You're
trying
not
to do
hearing
that.
from me.
No, I remember
Yeah.
trying to do that under my desk in school.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
you know.
Yes.
But calling was really the only way to do it. Like, oh my God, I would.
Yeah, I don't know how they.
My heart like beats out of my chest when I see a phone call from someone.
Like,
Oh, 100.
I
You're
need
like,
to
what did
get
I do
better.
wrong?
No,
yeah,
exactly.
Every time I'm like, oh, darn it, fucked up again. Like,
No, seriously,
What did I do?
literally,
Yeah.
literally. Anyway,
oh, I'm
Wait,
the same way.
can I say on the note of like people stopping by randomly, that is the most like rom-com
yeah.
TV show, even books bit, and like I have never experienced that.
You're so
Like that is
right.
not, at least in my reality. Maybe in college a little bit.
college. definitely.
Unannounced drop-bys for sure.
In the
But like
house.
my friends don't just like show up at my house. Like that's like
No,
not happening. I feel like
no.
even with each other, like we would never be like,
No.
here, smiley face, like, or just knock on the door. Like that's not happening.
No, and it's because we all live in like buildings where you have to like a few different ways to get upstairs. It's like you gotta call up, you gotta go to the doorman, whatever it may be.
I guess it's not like driving to your house and like just showing up at your house versus
Right.
like in.
But then
yeah.
I think about Gossip Girl because I was just rewatching it. Like all of a sudden Chuck just walks in or Nate walks in.
I know.
It's
You're like,
how
oh,
is-
hello, Chuck. Like,
Hello, Chuck or Nathaniel. Like, how do they all just like walk in like that?
no, you're so right.
Doorman like
Yeah.
have a list of the cast.
Approved.
Like,
I mean, I guess like,
I feel like Chuck Bass would pay them off.
Yeah,
They just
like-
have like hundreds, like a stack of hundreds.
yeah, he's like,
I
don't
need to
tell
see
Blair.
Blair.
I need to leave these 3 dozen roses on her bed.
yeah, or like when Rufus, spoiler, when like Rufus would walk in and like Lily's with Chuck's dad. Like it's like,
Yeah.
oh well, you're not together anymore. Why?
Yeah, why are you showing up?
How are you?
Give me
doing
a
that?
call. How about a
Actually
text?
so true. people don't just show up at your door.
No, but it is a thing in movies. It makes it good for the bit. Like, of course, it adds to the
Because what?
plot.
Oh, hey, can I come? Okay, and then like they come and knock on the door. It's
Yeah,
a
the only
It's
thing
weird.
that I would do is like if I were in one of your neighborhoods. I feel like I've done that to Danielle before. Like, oh, I'm in the neighborhood,
Oh,
and
for
like now
sure.
that we don't live around the corner from each other, it's like,
Yeah.
yeah, oh, sure, I'm around.
Yeah,
like
definitely.
that, of course.
But you're still texting before.
I would
Yeah.
never just show up.
Or
Or
it would actually even be crazy if like my doorman calls up, "Hey, Brooke's here for you." I'd be like, "Brooke
where's?
here?
Yeah, you'd be like, she's around. Like,
Yeah, she's here. I don't know. Keep her down there. I have to make sure it's her. Like,
True.
you know what I mean?
yes, yeah, that would be like you'd have to go and find friends and confirm
Yeah,
that
I
it
would
was
be like, wait, one
actually
sec.
me.
Oh,
yeah.
she is on top of me right now. So yes, you can.
Yeah, I don't know.
That is so funny.
I
just
love
feel like
that
that's,
whole
like,
idea.
general like respect. I feel like for each like not just showing up. I don't know. Maybe I'm crazy.
Even my own boyfriend doesn't just show up.
yeah, that's because you talk about it. You're like, hey, you coming over tonight,
Yeah.
right?
I think maybe twice he surprised me with something, but like no, never. Like I
Yeah,
know
no, Jack. But now, because we live together,
that's gotta
I
be.
never know. Like I'll get home sometimes and he'll not be there, and I'm like, wonder where he. Like I just don't know.
Oh my
yeah.
god, it's like why aren't you home? Like
Or he'll just like he'll just come in, and I'm like, where I don't know anything anymore. But
that's so true.
yeah,
How's it going with the new share? Because I did a similar thing. The new shared space, I guess, because you went from living
Yeah.
alone for a long time.
yeah.
Tell
Same
us
as me to
everything.
the
Oh, yeah, my
transition
whole
of
life.
having a roommate again. How is it?
It's honestly like wasn't as big of an adjustment as I thought. I mean,
that's
granted,
nice.
we're probably like 3 weeks in right now, so it's
That's
still
the beginning. I feel like is like. I mean, me, the beginning. I haven't even lived with my boyfriend
you
for a year.
did
But
it.
Yeah,
I
you-
think the first few weeks, it's like a lot, though. Because
Yeah.
it's like the stuff and the figuring things out and the new systems. I don't know if you
Yeah.
feel like that. Because people are like, it's magical. And I definitely, it's amazing. And like living at the
Yeah.
restaurant, whatever. But I truly think in the beginning, it's a little, wait, I put my stuff there.
Yeah.
You put your stuff there. Like,
The
you
stuff is
know,
gonna-
yeah.
it's the stuff, it's the shoes, it's the
New rules.
the things. Yeah, the like when are we doing the dishes? Like when are we doing and splitting up the tasks
Yeah.
to the point where I don't want to feel like his mom and being like, hey, can you do that? But he's actually really good at just knowing when and what to do.
That's
around, like,
incredible.
I really think I don't know.
He was
where
raised
he-
right.
Where
Yeah,
he came from.
yeah.
No, I mean I know where he came from. His parents are lovely, but like Jack is just he is unlike anyone I've ever
Aw,
met.
that's so sweet.
He is just so intuitive
is.
to him. Like he knows what I need and when I need it. Like it's just crazy. He just knows.
He was written by a
He
woman.
knows when. Literally, Jack was written by a woman. I swear. He knows
this.
when I need space.
Yeah.
Which I think that was the biggest stress that I had was I know I get overwhelmed sometimes and I just need everyone to
Don't we
get
all?
out. Like get out, be quiet, go away. I'm freaking out over something. I need to be alone. So I was worried about that because I actually don't have like any doors in my apartment. Like I have a door on my bathroom, but that's it. Like no door on the
Oh my
bedroom.
gosh.
Everything is very open. So if I want to be alone, it's like I don't know where to go. We don't have offices.
What
Like,
does
where
he
do we
do?
go?
Do you send him out for a walk?
Well, he has an office. Well, actually, no. You know what? He does go out and he sits at the coffee shop and plays his games. He has these New York Times word games.
I'm playing them right now too.
Spelling
Katie.
bee. Do you like spelling bee?
That's the
Wordle?
one that I don't do. I do Wordle and connections every day.
Yep,
That's
yep.
my new habit.
That's what he does every day.
Oh, I
too.
love that. That's
You
so
guys
like
should send your scores.
Yeah.
Your scores.
I
So he'll
do.
go and do that, and he'll just be out, and he knows.
Oh, that's
I
great.
don't feel like I've yet to feel like I'm like stepping on his toes or like. But then again, I will say we are at my apartment
True.
right now, so I feel comfortable in my space, obviously.
Yeah.
But it's just all about doing check-ins. I think that's what's important about
that's
it.
good.
Like, and
That's
to
so
do
good.
is to just pause and be like, hey, are you feeling okay with this arrangement? Like,
Yeah.
are
How
you
I-
good? Like, how are you
Sure.
doing? And I asked him that a few times, like just before going to bed, like that sort of thing. Like, hey, do you feel like you
Yeah.
have space here? Like things like that. And we're looking for an apartment for the two of us, like that's going to be our space in the
So
next
excited
month.
for you.
The
That's
collective.
So, fun.
So that'll be good because it'll truly, because I feel like it's hard to, like I already have all my stuff like where it is, like the couch is where it is, like all these
Yeah.
things. Decisions have been made, like, before I even knew
Choices
him.
were made.
Choices were made. So, but it's going very well. I didn't know, like what it would feel like to live with a guy. Like I've just never, I don't have a brother. Like I truly have no.
Yeah.
That is so true.
My dad is my dad, so that's
Yeah.
like a whole different thing. Plus, like I feel like my dad is like the biggest minimalist like I've ever met. He just like doesn't even have things to put anywhere. I swear.
Perfect.
Jack has a lot of stuff, but it's all things. You know, I don't know.
You make it work. Yeah,
We make it work.
You make it work.
It's New York City. Like there's going to be, you're gonna have to clean your apartment every day.
100%. No, for me, I feel like for me, it's been the multiple rooms that has helped a lot. Like, and I'm like, sometimes I'm like, look, I gotta film this, and and obviously I'm so comfortable like filming in front, but sometimes I'm like, I don't know what the fuck I'm gonna say. Like, I don't have a script for this. It's gonna be rough, and I just need to do my thing and get mad at myself with the door closed. Like,
Get mad at yourself.
And you get that. Like, that's the creative process. Like, it's part of it.
Yeah, I still haven't gotten to the point where I can film voiceovers with him in the room.
Yeah.
I feel like that's something I need to work on. Like I'll just be like, I literally get stage fright. I cannot.
Yeah,
I
cannot do a voiceover with him around. Like I'm gonna start giggling.
You're like,
I'm gonna mess up and then feel like self-conscious. And yeah, that's the one thing.
That's funny. Does he like leave his like shaving hair like on the sink?
There's so many of them. Like where do they all come from?
The
face hairs
the
in
face
general.
hair.
The
They're
hairs have
everywhere.
multiplied.
They regenerate. Yeah.
I feel like
They do every
someone
day, I
must
feel like.
have created something to fix this.
I think there's something you could put in the sink. I've seen like it's like a giant like plastic bowl, but like are you gonna whip that out every day?
Where are we
like,
gonna put the bowl? Where's that gonna go? You know?
Yeah, where's the bowl
I
gonna
don't know.
go?
Could he shave in the shower?
I mean, there's no mirror in there.
Do you get one from Amazon?
Gotta
I
get a
got one.
suction
Yeah.
cupped mirror or
Oh my
something.
God.
That's a good idea, Brooke.
I have one. It's great. That's
Oh,
that's
Brooke's
what my
like-
name is. Yeah, it's great.
Wait, okay, I should get this for him.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't realize like how often the shaving happens too.
I had no idea about
I've-
men's facial.
How
like
often
even
we talking,
having a
like,
brother.
every day?
Like every 3 days, he's shaving his face.
Oh my God! So there's just
Yeah, no, it's it's way more often
didn't
than I
Ben
thought.
shave in the shower too. Is that what?
Yeah, he'll do some like I feel like he does like the rough shave in the shower and then like
and then
the
a
clothes.
nice like, detail shot.
The detail shot.
I know what you mean.
It's
Yeah.
like, that's
The
enough.
details.
I think.
The contour.
I honestly still don't really understand like men's like the haircut
either.
versus the neck shave versus the like.
Yeah, like when it all happened.
And I don't really think about it. My mom one time, I love you, mom, but this was fucking crazy. She like she saw Ben like unshaved. She was like, "Oh, Ben, are you gonna go see your parents like that?" I was like, "Mom, you can't fucking say that." And I didn't think anything of it. I was like, "Oh, I think he looks good. Like
Yeah.
it's grown out a little bit." But I just didn't even. But I guess is that maybe an older generation thing of like
No
when you're
idea.
when it's like more shaved, it's more like professional. Like I don't really know.
Yeah, I think it is a cultural thing. Like
generational.
Generational.
Yeah.
Well, and probably cultural, but
Yeah,
that's what I
for
meant.
sure.
Generational. Like I remember my dad grew out his beard during COVID, which was crazy because he was always clean shaven. Like I didn't even know my dad could grow a beard because
That's
he
always
shaved
crazy.
so often for work because his office, like you're not allowed to have facial
yeah.
hair. He, I don't know if that was, I'm pretty sure that's what it was. Like you just couldn't have any facial
I
hair.
feel like
And so he never did. Then COVID, he was working from home, and I guess like they were more lax on the rules. He now has a beard. He's not had a beard
Oh,
in the,
wow.
since
Hasn't
2020.
looked back.
And he went into the office. He pretty much was like, he's kind of on the road to retirement anyway. He's
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
If someone tells me to shave it, like I'm quitting. Like I'm
Yeah.
like dad.
Yeah.
But
used to
hasn't.
it.
I think now he's like more and more people are coming to the office with beards. I feel like people
He
are
started the
realizing it's like, come on guys, it's not that deep. Like
It's not that deep.
It's not.
like maybe if you don't brush your hair or you just like look unkempt, but a beard doesn't make you look unkempt in my opinion.
No,
No, definitely not.
definitely not.
But yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely because I like the beard, but then they've said that about something like it gets like itchy and kind of scratch. Like when you're in the grow out phases, like there's awkward, like just like growing out your hair, like there's awkward lengths. I think of
There's
like
an awkward
beard,
phase.
like
Interesting.
Sort of.
Ryan has no hair. Like I have
Oh,
more
really?
good hair than him. Like it's so upsetting.
so he can't grow.
He's trapped.
He's
Oh
trying.
no, I don't know if that's no. I feel like
Wow.
that, but then he doesn't have to dirty up the sink and do all these things to.
Yeah,
just
I mean
to
he
get
definitely
by.
still shaves though. Like he has to shave. Like sometimes it gets a little grown out, but I don't know how to explain it. Like he can't get a full. My brother too. I'm
I can't
outing the
picture
men
him.
in my life
I can't
That's
picture him with a beard.
because
Yeah,
he can't make it happen. He can get like a goatee, and I'm like no. Like that's and sometimes I'll be like, do you like it? I'm like absolutely
That's so
not.
funny. I feel like some guys do the stash thing, like and it's just like a few like little hairs, and I'm like, it's just for me, it's a
Timothy
no.
Chalamet's eyelashes. Yeah, like literally that.
It's a no for me, but like I see the vision.
I see.
Yeah. It feels like they like went to Party City and like bought like a fake mustache, like, but like, you know, like, 'cause it's,
Yes.
like,
Oh my God.
like in the school plays, like when it would be like, oh, someone's got to be the old man, and like they would go and like
And then
get
you
the
go and
stick
buy the
on, like-
stash. Do you remember when mustaches were trendy?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like I would buy like mustache band-aids. Like,
No, and I would do it, hold it up.
yes.
Well, that's
Yes,
my
and to
first.
take pictures
Get a
on
henna
Tumblr.
tattoo of the.
My first photo on Instagram is my mustache phone case.
there you
I-
go.
Why was
Scrolled all
that?
the
That
way
was
back.
such a
That
that
is
needs to be
so
studied,
crazy.
actually.
Mustaches and that one necklace with the owl on it.
Oh
Everyone
my God.
100%, 100%.
From
No,
Claire's.
Yeah.
everyone had owls were a thing. There was,
Infinity
like,
sign.
Oh yeah.
infinity.
That was on everything that I mean, I have some pieces of jewelry actually that
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Infinity sign, owl, mustache.
What
mustache
is-
does need to
mustache
be studied.
is so fucking.
Like-
Like I could understand the other two, like the
Yeah.
like symbolism.
nature.
What's
Yeah.
the symbol of now? What's the 2025 mustache? Like, what is it? What are we going to
Oh my
regret?
gosh.
What are we going to look back and
Oh
be like, why? I mean, there's trends, obviously.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of like
A symbol.
kitschy things, like obviously, like you know, you have your phone charms and stuff. So I'm trying to think like what the symbol is
Oh.
on it that like is a.
taxis? I love taxis.
No, that's like a,
That's New York
Taxi's
specific.
always
no,
gonna
it can't be.
Yeah.
It can't be. Like what's so like cute and in right now that you know we're gonna look back.
Yeah,
and be
like let's think about
oh,
bag
that's
charms
so-
and stuff that people. No, bows will always be in.
Yeah, I feel like the bows, like it could be something that we look back on. We're like,
Bows
it
really
was a
had
little
a moment.
intense.
Like
yeah,
a really big moment.
I know the really big.
There was a big
bows.
moment.
Yeah,
A big bow movement.
Okay, we'll have to think on that. But
That's a
maybe,
good question,
maybe
Katie.
back in the day, we thought infinity signs would always be.
oh, 100%.
Remember,
wanted
we'd probably
to
be like,
tattoo.
oh, guys, come
Oh
on.
my god, can you imagine now? Yeah,
Infinity's,
Imagine.
it literally means forever. So it's
Yeah, I
going to be
know.
trendy forever.
That's true.
yeah. Do you only have one tattoo?
One, well, technically three.
Well, three. Wow,
3 dots on my.
I love it. That's like
Is this
a
an
great
index
tattoo.
finger? Is that what it's called?
Yeah,
Yeah. Ring
No, I
finger?
thought your
That's your
index
ring
finger was your
finger.
pointer.
Why is it called an index finger?
Because isn't it like you like in the
Where you're going through your
Oh my god.
Yeah, when you
Rolodex?
use it for like
I'll look it
flipping
up.
and
Wait,
things.
guys
that is
chat.
a good fun. Anyway, it's on my ring finger. 3 dots, yes. And I was told this was temporary, but 5 years later, it is still here. And it is getting darker.
Oh, that's. I feel like it's the hand ones go first because you're like washing your hands and stuff.
Yeah, and I was told that too. So I was like, perfect. Like 3 dots, how long could that take to go away? Like my parents would kill me if they knew I had a tattoo. Now they've, my sister has a
accept
lot as well. So it's, they've
Yeah,
gotten
yeah.
over that. But yeah, it's still here.
Note to self: it's probably not temporary.
Yeah.
For if anybody's
Well,
listening.
stick
Yours
and
looks
poke
great though.
from Amazon.
That
You
is
guys wanna
insane.
know
I would
why
love
it's
to
called
know.
the index finger? Because it's the finger most often used to point or indicate things. The word index comes from the Latin word indicare, which means to point out.
Oh, I love knowing this, and I'm going to use this.
I know.
That's a
I love knowing it
a
too.
good
now.
fun
See,
fact.
isn't it fun?
This
you
is
just
fun.
You tuck it away. You say, "Did you know?"
Yeah.
Hey,
When
did
someone's
you know?
like doing something with their finger, you're like, "Did you know?" Then
Yeah. I'm using my index finger to indicate to you.
that is a really. Good
I mean, it
one.
is true.
The
indication.
more you know, the more you know. Well, we do all have something we're loving this week. Katie did prep.
I prepped. Well, I texted. I was like, "Do I need to come with anything?"
No, that's such a fair
Because I remember you
question.
guys the last time you were like song of the week.
Yeah.
Oh, we
Track
had
of the
segments.
week,
We
like
switched
so
it
many,
up.
and I was like, "Okay, I need to know." I
Yeah,
can't-
like shoe of the week.
No,
just
no,
favorite of
literally
the
just
week.
one now. We've gone from like 5 different
Yeah.
segments, streamlined it to one.
Streamlined. Maybe we'll switch it up again sometime soon. But what are you loving right now, Katie? It could be anything.
What am I loving right now? I came prepared with a fragrance that I'd love to share.
Oh, let's
because
chat.
I don't know about you, but I was getting really sick of everything I had, and
Totally.
also thinking like, okay, this was for a different era of me. Like
Definitely.
and I feel like I've entered a new era, so I need a new fragrance. And the fragrance I'm loving right now is called, it's Erin, the brand Aerin.
Oh yeah.
I think it's part of
Estee
Estee Lauder.
Lauder.
Yeah, I was trying to figure out how they're linked. I think Erin Lauder is a person.
Yes.
So Erin is the brand, and it's Cocoa Rose. It's the little brown container, and it's like a little glass, little bottle, and then it comes with a brown bow on it.
Oh,
and it's so, first of all,
Rose.
adorable. Gold top, like such a vibe.
It sounds really.
Where did
cute.
you find? Did this
Yeah, how'd
come across
you
your desk?
find it?
So it was delivered to me. It was a PR thing, but
love
it
that.
is for sale. So it's out now. But
Cocoa Rose?
to describe the smell, because for me, I don't like super floral scents,
Me either.
but I do like feminine scents. Like I don't want it to be too masculine. personally. So it's a good mix of it's sweet and feminine, but not like floral, not like
Is it like warm?
chalky.
Like
Yeah, warm. It's chocolate rose, so it's like rosy,
oh,
but
literally
not,
chocolate
like that's kind of cocoa rose. So
is
it's
what
kind of
they.
Cocoa.
it's there's like a chocolatey feel to it where it's warm. It's definitely good for winter, and I don't see myself wearing this in the summer, but it's like romantic.
I love
it's
that.
sweet but not
Seductive.
like rose, yes, but not floral. Like
Okay.
not like stuffy and
Yeah.
not too like Chanel.
Like they're spraying it
Yeah.
on you at the department store.
Yeah. Like I feel like it'd be a really good scent to wear on a first date. Like I feel like it would be very
Ooh.
yeah. Oh, I still smell it on me. I
Can
put
I
this on
please smell
this
it?
morning. Can you smell?
We're taking a waft.
Oh my
You
god,
smell
I
it?
totally.
Okay,
That's
I'll-
I complimented you on this the other day.
I love it. It's
Yeah.
Oh, I.
that's a really
love
nice one.
that.
That's perfect because it's like sophisticated, but it's not like too like I feel like it's
Yeah.
perfect.
It's not
perfect.
your mom's perfume.
No, absolutely
but
not.
it's not Victoria's Secret.
I know what
That's
you
what I'm
mean.
saying. It's good for our time of life.
Yeah, so
you know,
anyway,
when you're
recommend.
So good.
And a little goes a long way. So
love
Where,
those
when
ones.
you guys spray perfume, do you spray it on certain parts or do you like body mist it?
I sprayed on certain parts.
Where do you spray them?
I learned I feel like back in the day on like Pinterest, like
Pulse
YouTube or something,
Yeah.
the pulse point. So that stuck with that, and I do a spray in my hair. That's like
Yeah, that's
something that I started to do. But I feel like
Yeah.
mine doesn't last the way like mine would not be still on my body like that.
Well, it made me think I never actually put it there, so maybe that's why.
Where do you put it?
Like I'm the worst.
I'm
just
kind
spray
of
it all over.
I'm kind of like that too. Well, I go like here. I always go like the
Chest.
neck, chest, because I feel like when you hug people, that's where they go.
Okay.
And then the wrists, I do, just because I feel like then it gets all over everything I'm touching and do like. So
Oh,
then
I
it's
love that
kinda
That's really
like the
smart.
coat and like that
Yes.
sort of thing. But I don't
And you
know.
shake
and
someone's
back
hand.
the nape of your neck. I remember Chuck and Blair used to talk about the nape.
Yeah, yeah. So that's where I go.
I was just curious because I feel like I'm doing it all wrong. So I just want.
Yeah, 100%. I need
I
to
feel like
focus
there's a
more.
science.
I think on the.
I think there's a science, but I just don't know what it is.
And I don't understand why pulse points. Is it because like I don't understand.
There's got to be a reason, or someone just
Just,
started
like,
doing
eating.
it and then it became. a
Yeah,
trend.
who knows? That's something.
Unless
we
it's
could
just
look up
something
later.
easy to remember. You're like you know where your pulse points are. So
Yeah.
like, maybe it's I don't know. I'm just speculating. Who knows?
Yeah, or maybe it just happens to work out that the places they recommend. Yeah, who knows? We could go to.
It probably has to do with
Circulation.
your pheromones as well, or like all of that. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Yeah, the pheromones. Like I was reading this book and the girl, it was kind of like smutty a little bit,
Yeah.
but she was talking about how she like was in bed with this guy and like was like smelling the top of his head to see if she was like interested in him. I'm like, never something I've done, but that's apparently what you do because the pheromones come out of your head. The top of your head is like the most.
Really?
This is what the book said. I don't know.
So she would
But-
purposely smell the.
Yeah.
To test.
To see if like she
Could get behind it.
reacts in some way.
Like, oh, and
Me
like
smelling
runs
Ryan's
out.
head tonight. I'm like,
No, and if it's something that like makes you feel warm and like like a familiar, like a warm happiness, that
working.
means that you're compatible
cute.
pheromonically.
Did you go and smell Jack's head?
Haven't done that yet. I gotta try.
We should all smell the tops of their heads tonight.
Yeah, make sure that you're compatible. Imagine after all this time, you're like, not gonna work for me.
Yeah,
Oh,
you
just
know?
because of the scent of your top of your head.
Sorry, someone told me. You know what I feel like we should reveal, and maybe we've revealed it before.
What is it?
It's nothing crazy. We have a group chat, the three of us,
Oh,
and it has
yeah.
a name. And I always love hearing people's group chat names. And I think it's like
That is a good one. Ours is definitely appropriate to share too.
yeah.
Ours.
Should we say it on the count of three? It's so not even like
I know the grand reveal.
One, 2, 3.
Get lost.
It's like who gets to say it?
But the thing about it is, I don't even remember why.
I could understand a general.
Like, there's lore, but I just don't remember why we did that.
I don't remember the one particular
Me
case that
neither.
set us over the edge, but I think in general we were speaking about people bothering us with
yeah,
their
yeah,
opinions.
it's like a rant thing.
Get
like,
lost.
Get lost. Like
Oh, yeah.
people being mean in the comments or someone
Yes,
in real life
trying to
that's-
stir up drama for
Yeah.
no reason. You're like,
It was
"Ugh,
stirring
get-"
up.
Like it's like kick rocks, like get lost.
Yeah,
like,
touch
you know.
grass. Like,
Yes.
kick rocks, get lost. And I think it just because we always had this chat. I'm someone I hate when a group chat doesn't have a name. Like literally, I went to go to the movies with people the other day. I told you, and I made the group chat baby girl because like I need that chat to have a name. You know.
Well, then you know why it was made. That makes sense. It's
Yeah.
very organized.
Yeah, and we ended up talking in that chat a lot more about the movie. So it's like now I really can make it the chat name. But so I'm sure like we always had that chat and it was always us sharing our grievances and like also catching up. And so then we were like, let's.
I think it's get lost with like a heart emoji, like a hand heart, or like something like
There is an emoji involved.
to make it a little bit less,
a little
like,
less aggressive.
a
Like
little less
it's not actually get
It
lost.
is a hand heart.
Okay.
It was us.
And the
It's like it
picture.
was a place for us to. This person's get lost.
picture
you know? It was lighthearted.
me falling into the yes.
Oh, such an
'cause
iconic
that was from
picture.
the Gals on the Go trip that you guys
Fashion
did.
Pass trip. That
Fashion
was,
Pass Gals on the Go trip in the Hamptons. I think
Yes.
that's kind of around the time that we like probably named it that too. Like
I
that.
think it was probably.
It's vintage.
Yeah.
That was an iconic shot. Yeah, it is a
I
vintage
just think
piece.
it's so fun. Like I love hearing people's group chat names.
I feel like I don't have the most creative. Like now you're inspiring me to make them more like
What about like your college friends?
silly,
Do you have a
goofy.
chat name?
We like recently renamed it because we had like an inside joke on one of our trips and like made it that.
Oh,
now.
that's
But
fun.
I don't know if
Little
I should.
update.
Yeah.
I've got to read. Yeah, mine's I Heart New York is our New York
Oh,
college
that's-
group chat.
I love that. That's
well,
classic.
it's. I mean, it is what it is. I feel like we could get a little bit more crafty with it.
Normally a group chat with 3 people I don't name. Like I'm happy that ours has a name, but like I have
Yeah.
some group chats of 3 and I'm trying to think now like none of them have titles. But I guess I'm not as into it as you.
But I
know, like, I have
overthink.
so
No, I like it though.
I
Horses in the
overthink.
front.
If I were to make like change the name of a group chat to like an inside joke, I'd be like, does everyone get it? Like I would be like overthinking.
Oh, 100%.
I'd be like-
I changed it and I was waiting eagerly.
No,
Oh,
like,
you were the changer.
my
That's
heart
I
how
was the
stopped.
changer and I'm holding it for like, 2 minutes. I was like, oh, we're good.
Please,
we're
someone
good.
react.
Yeah, no, I'm validated.
Does someone laugh? No, that's like I feel like I overthink every text that I send. Like if I send it and I'm like, I'm so that girl that like will go through my email and like remove exclamation points or like add them in if I'm feeling like I'm sounding too serious. Like I overthink every text, and that is something that I would overthink. Like changing like an inside joke or saying something like a joke in the text, and if people don't immediately laugh at my message,
It's scary.
I'm spiraling.
I know.
I'm
It's like, wait.
spiraling.
Or I'll think, oh my God, was that mean? Like I was trying to be funny. Was that mean? And then
Yeah,
someone
like-
laughs at it and you're like,
Like, was the tone understood?
Yeah.
Like,
No.
did it land?
Especially
yeah.
when the group chat is live.
Yep.
And
And
you
all of
don't
a
really
sudden-
have time to think. Like you don't have time to be like,
you're so,
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
You're rapid fire. Like
you're typing so
You
fast.
can't
to get
perfect
it
your joke. It has to just be like,
fly.
I'm just trying some new material.
in. Yeah.
yes, yes. Anyway,
Literally,
so
though.
true.
That's really funny. Yeah,
Yeah.
no, I definitely get self-conscious. I feel like in especially group chats where there's some numbers that you don't have, and you're like, ooh,
Definitely
I'm throwing
scary.
this in.
oh my
here.
God, no! I'm in a bachelorette group chat right now for
And you
this
don't know the people.
girl that I mean, I love her. I've known her since I was like 8 years old, and I'm going on her bachelorette
so
and
fun.
going to her wedding. I'm not in her bridal party, but I was invited
That's
to
the
the
best
bachelorette.
position.
No, I'm
favorite.
thrilled.
That's my favorite. That's the book special.
No, I love it. And we're going, it's going to be a really great trip. I'm very excited. But she's an active gal. Like she loves to hike. And she,
yeah.
I don't know anyone in the group chat really either. And this whole group they're active girls. They are active gals. And part of the trip is a 9-mile hike. Up a mountain, I'm not kidding. And there's a rock scramble at one point, which
What's that? What's a rock scramble?
I had to Google it. You have to like you're on your hands and you are climbing on rocks, like jumping from rock to rock, and you are like climbing. Yes.
Is this an optional?
No, this is happening. I'm doing that. And so, but everyone in the chat was like,
such
you
a
know,
good friend.
like so excited.
Do you have to train?
So I think I do.
No, seriously.
No.
All right, someone just said scramble. Like, right.
You can never.
No, I was researching.
I would never.
I was researching what shoes I need to get. Like I'm like, going. I need to get a new backpack.
You gotta go to the REI store.
I literally have
You get
to,
gear.
Geared up.
And so, but in the chat, everyone was like being like, oh yeah, so excited, like, blah, blah. And I was like, am I the only one that's a little I was like,
Yeah, mine-
guess I got it. I like was typing. I was like, I guess I got to get on the treadmill, 12 incline, and prepare for this. And I sent that.
Oh,
I was
you were like-
oh crap. I was like, oh my God, maybe everyone in this chat, like, no one's gonna like everyone.
Understand that.
Everyone
Gonna
does.
ha-ha it.
There were many ha-has.
Oh,
Phew.
great.
I was
Okay.
like, but I didn't have any of
I'm
them.
sure there's some closeted non.
I was like, I just need people to
safe
know.
non-climbers.
No, but like when I get on this trip, I just need people to know that like I'm there, like I'm inexperienced, and like you need to know before you even get on the flight to this trip that there's gonna be a girl lagging behind, and it's me.
Maybe there's groups like the experts go
The slow
first
group.
rocks.
the scramble is sending me.
I've
Like,
never heard of that.
scramble.
Can you picture me on my hands and knees
No.
climbing up the side of a
Katie, you
mountain?
just got nails.
I know. just got
Yeah, you're gonna have to
You're
put on
gonna have to, what are
gloves.
you gonna do? Yeah.
Hiking gloves.
Oh, what are you gonna do? Do nails? No.
No, my nails are not gonna make it.
Katie walks in, she's like, gals, how do you do anything with nails? Like, I can't open bottles. Like, I can't do anything.
I know. I'm like opening Katie's water.
We gotta.
How do you put tights on?
Oh, yeah, you asked me that.
Yours are a little. I will say they're a bit long.
Mine are long. I mean, I just deferred to my nail tech. I'm like, what?
They are a little.
They are,
long.
but
They're longer than mine.
They're longer than yours. Okay, this is good
Yeah.
to know. Mine are a little grown out though. I'm gonna go.
True. I guess they're.
They look great. I have to say. I
great.
mean,
Thank you.
you know.
But anyway, what are your favorites? I've kind of
Oh,
I
love
already
that.
forgot. Oh, the Cocoa Rose. Cocoa Rose
Cocoa
to scrambling.
Rose.
to rock scramble. If you guys
Yeah.
have any trail shoe recommendations, send them my way.
We actually do. We wore the Merrills that time, and they were.
were
I still have
incredible.
them. Like those
Me
are like
too.
if I ever need to go off roading, like those.
Yeah, like
Okay.
in the
Those
coat
are my
closet.
shoes. Yeah.
Well, I was seeing that you need to wear trail runners, like sneakers, because your feet will be turning every which way. Because
These are
you're
like a
on-
sneaker style,
You're on rocks. Oh, really? Okay, good.
right? Like I would.
They're sneaker styled.
All right, I'll look into.
They're not actually. I don't even think
They're not like
high.
boots.
They're not
Yeah,
high.
they're
No, they're
like-
low, but
they're
they
low
have a
cut.
really stable bottom part.
We were in
We're
the snow,
snow.
but they were for anything.
Oh, okay, cool.
They're truly.
They're good,
like,
and they're not too bulky
amazing.
because I feel like some of them were.
I'll look
The other
into them.
options were.
And there was some terrain that didn't have snow on it. I remember when we went on that
Yeah.
walk. So
I know. Wow, our walk that we're like it was.
yeah, we wore our
It was
Merrills.
a terrain out there.
That's when we stayed at the Green Light Cabin.
Green Light
Yeah.
Lodge, where Match Made in Manhattan was started.
That's where, yes.
and then we went and stayed there.
It's definitely haunted there.
Oh,
Definitely,
No,
yeah.
that place is haunted.
I believe it. I believe it.
didn't we say there was some noise? Yeah, we did say that.
Yeah, we were
Like
like
a perpetual
by the
noise. We were like, oh, it's fine though.
because none of us stayed. Or no, you guys.
We stayed in the
wanted
basement and it was
downstairs.
very loud.
That's a choice.
Yeah, that was a choice. I was like, you guys can go do that. There was fully another bedroom upstairs.
I don't know why. That was really rogue of me.
It was really rogue, but I get it because the bedrooms were like right next to each other, or there was another bedroom downstairs. So,
Yeah.
I think we were trying to be respectful, but
yeah, no.
everybody
Young
has their
love,
space.
like I.
Young love.
You guys were like that was like your first like
we were like
February.
2 or 3 months into dating.
Yeah,
Yeah, so I
it's
feel
like,
like it
oh,
was,
they'll take the downstairs. We know the drill.
it's like no worries. We'll sleep next to the boiler.
Yeah, like no worries. The game room. My favorite this week is it actually made me start giggling a little because it reminded me of Brooke.
I love
You'll
it.
know why. It's the Sage Wellness peppermint halo oil.
Of course, I'm familiar. Yes. Katie, I don't know if
the
you
lore?
know this lore.
We were in Toronto.
Yeah, it was like a year ago. We were in Toronto for our show, and there was like some mall that was attached to like a train station. Whatever. We
was
were like,
wild.
we wanted to go to the mall. We're like, oh, we'll hit up this one. And
To get a blowout. There was a hair salon.
Yes.
And I had noticed at the corner of my eye that there was a Sage Wellness, which there used to be one in Soho. It's essential oils and everything. I loved that store. And it closed. And I was like, Brooke, there's one here in Canada. Meanwhile, I can fully order it online. But I was so excited.
To see it in person.
Yeah, to see it in person and try things out.
Yeah.
So I was like, you were like, go run ahead.
Well, I was
You were
finishing up my
finishing the
hair.
blowout.
Yeah.
So
I was like,
I
I'll meet
ran
you in
ahead.
there. I go in there. Danielle's still fully engulfed in the shopping process. She's getting swatches left and right.
Yep.
Like she's deep. They were like, they loved her. They
We're
loved her
kind
there.
of duffel. She's like, you ready? Like,
I was like, we gotta head to the show.
Yeah,
we're
I know.
late. We're late.
I was like, oh fuck. Like,
No,
oops.
I know, but you were enjoying yourself. Like
You were being
really,
really respectful. You weren't. She wasn't bothering me. I just could
you were
tell.
so knowledgeable. I think they appreciated your knowledge. You're like, and this is the lavender. They're like, yes.
Yeah, they
yes." Like,
loved it. They were really loving it. So then they wanted to include Brooke, of course.
Of course. And they're like, what are your ailments? Like, what are you feeling? I was like, stress.
I'm stressed. We have a
Stressed,
show
pretty
tonight.
stressed.
Where do I begin?
I was like, I'm feeling quite stressed. And I don't know why this started, but they like took the peppermint oil and they were like, this will do the trick. And she was like, I'm going to use our extra strength on you. And where did she put my
On your
back?
neck. It was, maybe your back.
Like my neck and
the back of your body. I remember that.
She put it on the back of my body and I was like, oh, okay, try it out. I knew I wasn't going to buy anything, but I was like, just trying to like, be part of something.
Yeah.
And then I start like uncontrollably tingling. I was like, whoa, am I supposed to like, and she's like, yes, it does have a cooling sensation. But like,
Like when Brooke sees a bug, and she's like, oh,
Yes.
like she was doing
but
that.
it was like not, I'm familiar with a cooling sensation, of
Yeah.
course. Like this was like, it felt like something had gone wrong.
Like an
I was
allergic
like,
reaction.
yeah, I was like, oh my gosh, and now I can't move. Like I felt like I was almost like it went so deep to the like it was,
It was
so,
like, Danielle, is this normal? And I was like, yeah. And you were like, okay. Like you were trying to be so calm, and then like I could just tell things were going.
things were going wrong. It just like didn't work with me. And like I
No.
could see how, if you have like a muscle ache or something, probably would be great. I had no ailments. Like I don't know.
No, I know. And so then we left, but I remember we were at the theater, and you were like, Danielle, I still feel it. Is this normal? I was like, I
Oh,
promise
man.
you'll be fine. You'll be fine. But so I was cleaning out my nightstand drawer, and I have like all these oils in there, and I usually always use the stress release one, but I had the peppermint, and I had a headache, and that's like what it's for, really. It's
Yeah.
like ailments and headaches. And let me tell you, the new Advil for me. Like I tell
Really?
you have to be so careful not put too much because it could get in your eye.
Oh my God, I
Yeah,
can't.
Brooke's like, tell me less.
That would be terrifying. Like I can't even imagine the burn. Oh,
You'd be
No,
on your
I
way to the ER.
right.
Literally,
Like, how
Brooke
would
be
you?
like, no.
This stuff is strong, and I have like a pretty decent pain tolerance. It
Yeah.
wasn't even pain; it was just like the sensation was so strong. You can't
it
even
tingles.
believe that.
Yeah, it's like icy hot if you ever use that. But it's like, I mean, it's a little roller balls.
That's what I'm saying. You see it, and you're like, "How could this little tincture do much to me?" Like,
do
it's
it.
cute. Like, it's little.
I should have brought it with me. Drinking. But it just been helping my headaches, and I put on the back of my neck, and it feels really nice. But then as it was feeling nice, I was like, Brooke would literally hate this right now.
They gave me the extra strength.
Yeah,
To be
that I
fair, she
don't
was like,
know what
"Oh,
it's like.
no worries, I got you." I wonder if she knew.
That's good. I need to take less Advil.
Yeah,
I
right?
definitely take too much Advil. I don't
What's
take
too
it
much? Like once a week?
like not every day, but like every time I'm dehydrated,
I
I'm like,
know.
let me just take Advil. I'm like, no, I should just drink water. Like, what am I doing?
Like a headache or something?
I get so dehydrated in the winter
Me too.
because I feel like
Because you're not as thirsty, maybe.
I
Right?
yeah, I guess.
You're not drinking
Well,
as
once you feel the symptoms of a headache of a dehydration spell, like it's too late. Like
You're so right.
you are dehydrated.
Yeah.
Like I wish that there was an early indicator of like you should drink some water now.
So true.
we need like a human gas tank, but like
Yeah.
for water. Yeah, and you're running low.
Brooke, what are you
Low on
loving?
fuel.
Bring us home.
I'm loving the House Labs mascara. I always talk about House Labs, but I don't think I talked about this product yet.
No, you have not talked about it.
I love it. I'm wearing it right now. I mean, it's just I hope it's not like,
popping.
is it like under my eye?
No, it's
it
not.
looks
That's the
great.
word.
Really?
I gotta check mine.
Yeah, wow. Everything House Labs makes, like it just becomes the best in that category. I swear, like because they really like invest in their products. I know,
Lady Gaga.
I know, and she really does it right. Like
Yeah.
the foundation, amazing.
so good.
What else do I really like? The eyeliner's really good.
I
The
got the eyeliner
blushes,
from you.
oh my gosh, the blushes, the sticks, and the regular like powder, they're all amazing. This mascara just. Do you watch the Lipstick Lesbians on TikTok? Have you ever seen their videos?
You showed me that, or we were on a trip with them.
Yes.
Rare Beauty, yeah.
Oh, you have to go home and watch them now. They're amazing.
They're
They're like this couple, and the one woman, she like is like a cosmetic chemist, so she knows like all the formulas of things, and she does like reviews based on that.
Wow, that's very cool.
Yeah, and she was speaking so highly of this, and I had it in my PR stack. I was like, let me try it. It's just a great mascara. Like the separation, the length, like it stays on so good, but I feel like it's not damaging on my lashes because some
Yeah.
you take off and you're like, okay, my lashes are gone now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
goodbye.
You know, yeah.
I know what you mean.
It's just a good mascara.
It looks
Just
great.
gotta say,
Wow.
thanks.
Thanks,
Yeah,
Brooke, for that rec. Always coming with a beauty rec. I love it. I always end up buying it. So
really. I think you'll like this one. What mascara do you guys currently use? Oh, Katie's on the. Is it mascara that you're on the CVS thing for? Or is that for eyeshadow?
That is a liquid eyeshadow, but yeah, it's called Brilliant Eyes. Liquid eyeshadow.
Go to your local CVS and look for an eyeball on the display, and you'll see.
it's
That's such a good
flex.
fact. That is sick. yeah.
L'Oreal Paris. Still using
Yeah.
my eyeball. Paid $0
Oh,
for that.
That's a shame. That's
I
a
know.
shame.
No,
That
it's-
is a shame.
I
But it's
honestly
so
love
cool.
it.
It's bragging, right?
I think it's-
that's my eye.
That's part of your lore.
It's a
Hey,
fun
that's
fact.
my eye.
It's a fun fact.
But what mascara do you actually use though currently? We'll end on that.
I use L'Oreal Paris Lash Paradise.
Oh, people like that one.
Lash Paradise, and then also the Gold Tube. I don't know what it's called, but it's a newer one.
Anastasia?
Well, it's L'Oreal Paris.
Oh,
but
you
it's-
mean
it's a gold tube?
telescopic? No.
I think it might be the new one. It's not.
I love
It's like a
telescopic.
thick gold. It's just their newest mascara. I forget what it's called, but it's
cute.
also very good.
What about you, Danielle? What are you? Oh, do you not use mascara? 'Cause
I
it's not-
do. I do.
Oh, okay.
Thrive Cosmetics, the tubing.
Oh.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I always have problems with mascara, but this one doesn't smudge too much. So that's how I judge a
It
mascara.
looks really good.
I think it looks
you.
really good.
Um,
The Tarte tubing mascara was pretty good. I like a tube.
Yeah, I
tubing
used that
mascara.
up, so I was like,
Yeah, switch to the next
go.
one.
Katie, thank you so much for gracing our presence.
Oh my
like,
gosh.
we literally were just like, we're in the mood to chat with Katie, so that's the beauty of owning our own podcast. We could just be like,
Yeah.
hey,
Yeah.
guys
thank you
make
for
the
saying yes.
No, I like honestly, this feels just like a normal day for us.
I know.
I know. Thanks
It
for
was-
stopping by.
Hope it was interesting, everyone.
I think it was so fun. A little Sex in the City, a little moving in with your partner,
yeah.
a little index
a little
finger.
fun. And if you want to hear more about Katie and her friends Adam and Cole, guys, it's an amazing podcast.
Please
I feel
go
like you cover.
listen.
I don't even want to say just dating because you guys talk about everything, and it's very like the connection you three have. And I'm
Yeah.
not just saying this. Like genuinely, I'm like, wow, they are so quick. They're so smart. They're so
Three different
great.
perspectives.
Yeah.
Aw, thank
Such
you
great,
guys.
such great people. We literally love all three of them. So,
Thank you.
Katie, where can everyone follow you and find you?
You can just look me up on
Look.
look me up in the index.
Yeah,
Yeah.
your index
With
finger.
your index finger. Katy Bellotte on pretty much every platform. TikTok for now. We'll see.
For now,
If we're gonna jump to another platform, I've been hearing murmurs of that, so I don't
Red
know.
Note, are you guys making a Red Note?
I'm not.
I'm not.
I'm scared.
I'm choosing not to.
I just I don't know.
I'm not there yet.
It's like
Next
a
week, I'm
bad
gonna be
omen.
like, guys, I'm.
Brooke's story, guys, follow me on Red Note.
I don't know. I thought it was like a fun little joke that we were having. Like,
did
everyone's
too.
moving.
Me
to
too.
a
No, I'm
platform,
like,
but
you can
People are
catch me
making
on
YouTube channels,
Reels.
though.
Yeah,
Yeah,
catch
Reels.
me- yeah.
I have enough of a footprint as it is. I think
Yeah.
You're so right.
I'm good for now.
I completely agree. Yeah,
But,
you
yeah.
can find us a variety of places.
Yes.
Really. We have one
Find me there. You
Enough.
can find me at the Gals on the Go show in Boston.
Yes.
I will be in the audience.
We
Oh, you're
cannot
the-
wait.
Oh
like,
my gosh,
literally means the world to
Get
us
your
that You
tickets.
guys are coming.
Get your tickets.
please.
tickets
And by the time this episode's up, we'll be heading to the Midwest.
coming up. Well, Boston
up.
first, and then the
Boston
Midwest.
first? Oh, I'm mixing it
Boston
all up.
first, and then we go to the Midwest at the end of February.
right,
so
you're
get your tickets. If you're in the Boston area, though, come see. That would be fun.
Come
yeah,
It'll be
The Boston
fun.
show's next.
We should go out after. You
Oh,
planning
yeah.
on
Yeah.
We
going
have
out
to.
after?
Oh,
For
yeah.
sure.
We have to.
No, we have to.
People in
hit
Boston
town.
will have to tell
Everything
us where to
closes
go.
kind of early there, so we could hit a bar.
Yeah, we can hit a bar.
We can hit a
Yeah.
bar, but
Yeah, like Gretchen will be with us too.
Yeah.
I'm so excited.
One of our other friends hopefully is coming as well. And I think it's going to be so fun. So we love you guys. Thank you so much for listening. Give a thumbs up, follow, subscribe, wherever you're listening. And we'll see you guys next week. Bye.